Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome back to Edassa of the Holy Land. And this particular scene, Alistair is looking for the Seneschal to gather more information of the hunter problem that the Baron has made him aware of to better improve his investigation and hopefully their capture. At this point, he would be traveling through the merchant markets, knowing that she resides there, and hopefully find her typical hangout spot and see her there. Right now, he's traveling with his two ghouls, Corin and Juno, to help assist him with this particular task.
Where would Alistair be when you say her usual spot? You've met her here once in the street, but um, you've probably heard that there are places where she will more likely than others hang around. So as you're searching that, at some point you will find Madeline walking with her ghoul as usual. Um, and yeah, they seem to be well in transit, shall we say? Um, and once Madeline gets a gets a look at him and just notices him, she will just politely just give a little bow, and she'll just politely just walk over to them and just, "Good evening, Alistair. What can I do for you today?" Well, good night.
Uh, Evening, Seneschal. The Baron said that you may have some information about
She puts her
visitors.
hand up. She puts her hand up. It's just like a finger up. Just, please. I do not quite understand. She looks around. Please, come with me. And the two of you will walk for some time. And you will enter a small store, essentially, a small craftsman's shop, it looks like. And Madeline will just, please, come in, sit down. There isn't very much lighting in here, but um, yeah. You will be seated, and Madeline will instruct Elaine to be stand by the door. And she closes the door, and while he is inside, and she will say, "So, please, be careful what you say, and especially where and to whom." So, the Baron has what?
Um, the Baron wishes to know. The Baron has made me aware of the hunter problem. I wish to rectify it.
Hunter. The people who seem to know of our existence. Hunters. I suppose that is your term. Well, I know. I do not know too much of them, but I do know something. They are
Well,
led by an imam who is seemingly protected by Templars.
mm,
They have a place they use as a base in the city. And she'll give you a description or like guide you through the city and well, explain to you where this building is located.
so, guarded by Templars. How many?
It seems to be well, the place can hold quite a few people, I would think.
Mm, That will be difficult.
Quite so. I do not know how many it holds, but I would say that a fair bet would be that it is at least 50.
Oh, 50 or 15?
50,
Uh, Boy, that's a lot.
quite
Uh,
so. Well, whether or not all of those in this building are aware of their purpose, the true purpose of the city, remains to be seen. Maybe only a few people are well, know of things, and others are just there to do the Lord's work. I cannot really say. I do not know. But it is a thing you should be very careful with if you decide to approach it.
I'm glad that you told me. I'll keep that in mind. Well, if that's the case, then at this point I need to verify their patrol patterns and their typical habits before I make my move. Going in there in a direct fashion will most likely get me killed.
And we cannot have that.
But I thank you for this information, Seneschal. I will not bother you any further.
No, it is no bother at all. She smiles, and she'll look at you and just say, "Well, it is a thing the sheriff and the well, some people should take care of, but it is well, it is not. It's not an easy thing, especially when they seem to be so well fortified. But
Yes, the Baron told me the sheriff typically deals with these kind of matters. I have not seen him since I've been here. He must be rather busy.
he is always busy.
Well, hopefully this will put something off his list of his further tasks. Well, then at this point I will have to talk to some people to be able to watch that throughout the day, and I'll keep an eye on it throughout the night. But like I said, thank you, Seneschal. I'll take my leave.
Yes, and to be quite certain that these people you sent to watch this place, if that is what you intend, cannot be traced back to you or are. We do not need them to be any more as suspicious than they already are. She smiles at you, just gestures to the door.
Yes, of course. Right. And at this point, Alistair and his small group will leave and go back to their particular room and start coming up with a game plan. Which, at this point, um, with an influence of two small folk, how well can I technically direct them into to watch this particular building?
Um, I mean, you could. Well, would you want to finish the scene, or do you want?
Um,
So you could. Okay, so, small folk 2. I mean, you can get information using a contact action, which is level 1, and you could definitely get some information about this. To watch a building would probably be. I mean, I guess you could. You wouldn't even need to really take an influence action. You could just pay a small amount to some street urchins or something to, if you just want the building kind of basically kind of casually watched from the outside.
yeah, if that's available, I will do so.
Okay. Yeah, just a blue bucket. And yeah. Do you want to do anything else?
Um, no, not at this point. I'm gonna prepare first, so.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Then thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. I think we'll call that scene.